is a comic review of Fantastic Four 133, The Thundra, the Battle of the Century. Now, April 1973 for me was the second month I started collecting comics, so Fantastic Four issue, always close to my heart, this issue. So just going to quickly run through it. And before I even go any further, of course, this is one issue. In the UK, we have all this. Probably can see ink. For some weird reason, I think these issues must have come over in the ships or something, and they just got ink all weirdly. I've got quite a few issues like this, especially around 1973. Don't know why that happened. Maybe the American ones have it. I don't know. However, minor issue. This is just around the edge, but you can really see there. Look at that blue. Very odd. Thunder at Dawn, and it's Happy New Year, though they all look pretty miserable. You've got Medusa there as well. So Medusa is now a member. And of course, also you've got Human Torch. He just changed his costume. He'd gone to the red design, which was the original Human Torch. And Alicia's there as well. And they're walking through Times Square. I just love these stories. A Christmas sort of story as far as I'm concerned. Though they do look pretty miserable, sad to say there. And you've got Thundra holding back the clock. So that's part of the story. Now she puts a challenge out to Ben Grimm. And then what happens? You got, of course, Human Torch. And I love that. Just look at that. Just real dramatic. And the artwork in this is superb. This is by Ramona Fradden with inks by Joe Sinnott, lettered by John Constanza and coloured by Stan Goldberg. And the colours were just great. I think the colours just off the page. Also, I love that blue as well. The blue cover. Just beautiful cover. Really punches, just superb. Puny man up against the power of Thundra. Well, you actually got the Frightful Fours involved as well, so that's a great story. But what happens? Well, she has a battle with the Thing, and I'm not going to say any more about the story because it's just a classic story with a few twists in it as well. Pretty brutal. And poor old Ben. Now, this. Of course, one thing about these, I love all the adverts, which is one thing if you get the Epic collections and the omnibus editions, you don't get all the ads. So you lose a little bit of that sort of the period. Also, of course, with the Epic collections, you don't get the end Fantastic Four fan page. And I love the bit we're here. You've got talking about the claws of the cat. And that's Ramona Fradden. She was doing that, issue 4. And of course, sadly, that was the last issue of Claws of the Cat. I love that set of 4 issues. Now, also a weird thing with this one is, one, it doesn't have a Marvel checklist, which is very odd. Maybe they had abandoned them by that point. I don't know. However, I love the bit in the middle where you've got the characters, all these other people all reading about it. You've got the Thing versus that Thundra, and that's Ben Spidey. He's got in team. I always love those bits where they would have where they previously met, and also the Avengers discussing about the thing, and also the Hulk is sitting there reading the paper, and he's got obviously Thundra versus Thing. Everyone dumb, he says there. That's great. Also, you've got next page. You've got where the Thing and Thundra are all training, and they're both lifting obviously 500-pound weights. Or maybe it's not 500. Though this one, of course, is you've got Thundra's just picking up a 500. You've got 500 very clearly there. However, the Thing looks like he's only lifting 50. I really don't think he's just lifting 50 pounds one-handed. I think I could even just lift 50 pounds one-handed. Maybe. Possibly not. I could years ago. I don't think I could now. However, great story all the same. I think it's just a great issue. Just love this. Now, I really look forward to when this comes out in the Epic collection. It can't be far off. They're going through the Epics quite quickly, but I think we're recently just getting to 104, Fantastic 404. So I would have thought 133 is not too far off now. Maybe one more volume. So that's it. Thundra versus the Thing. Classic story. Brilliant.